So you know how this episode talks about, like, the Super League?
Yeah.
You know that's, like, a real thing, right?
Is it called the Super League? I didn't know how to describe it in my...
That's what it's called in real life and in this. This show is always very topical. It brings things from real life. And, like, recently, like last year, they were trying to start a Super League where all the rich teams take all the good players.
I thought you were talking about that. I thought you were talking about when they played internationally with their countries.
That's the World Cup. Except for this was not the World Cup.
That's not what the World Cup is. This is like when, like...
What's the World Cup?
This is like when NBA players play for the USA in the Olympics type.
That's the Olympics.
Yeah, but I know what that's described as. I didn't know what the hell they were doing this round.
Was it not the World Cup?
The World Cup? Is that not like specific teams? It's like Messi and like...
The World Cup is by your country.
Really? So it's not by your team?
No, the U.S. competes in the World Cup every year when they make the cut.
Yeah, I thought like the frickin'... What's our team? Atlanta United was just like in the World Cup.
Atlanta United does not even compete with like the good guys.
So
soccer in Europe,
like 10 good Americans, and we're like put them.
You know what? What U.S. What is the soccer league called?
Atlanta United.
What's the league we have? Is it U.S.
Soccer
FL or something?
I don't know.
Football league. Anyways,
you're asking the wrong guy.
Imagine this. You know how we have the NBA?
Correct.
And then you hear about leagues in like Spain and Italy.
España.
You know?
Yes.
And like Tokyo and whatever. And you just are like, oh, okay, the guys who play over there, they're trash. You know? If they're not in the NBA, they're trash. That is what our soccer league is. They have real soccer over there, and we have trash.
We could be better if we wanted to.
Well,
we just don't care.
If we gave if we
had our like elite players,
we didn't play
like,
football.
Oh, I'd rather play
real
soccer.
Football. Yeah. LeBron James went and played.
Did you just call soccer the real football?
No, I called the other football the real football.
I
said if we didn't play football, the real football, then we could play football, the fake football, and be dumb.
Yeah.
I agree.
Football.
I agree.
Triple F.
Got to keep on watching, and that we do, folks.
I love that started.
Oh, yeah. It was natural.
It really did.
Yeah.
Like
we just started saying it. We're like, you know what? That hits.
Yeah.
That's probably how, like, they all started. Like, you know, like, what does he say in Anchorman? You stay classy, San Diego.
He just said that one day.
And that's the way it was. And that's the way, I like it.
Is that how it goes?
That's what
Sean Connery.
Walter Cronkite. But that's actually from Bruce Almighty.
I watched Evan Almighty. I feel like all those actors that were in Evan Almighty like regret doing it.
Why?
Probably because it was a Christian movie.
Why would they regret that?
Because they're all dicks. I bet you if you asked like Steve Carell what his least favorite movie was, he would probably say Evan Almighty.
How was it? I can't remember.
I almost shed a tear.
Wow, Evan Almighty's that good.
They had some bars in there. It was like, Evan, why do you think that God chose you? And he said, he chose all of us. And I'm like, oh.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah, it was.
But I do remember Evan Almighty, despite being Christian, is still pretty lib. Like, his whole thing is about, like, stopping development. And that's very anti what I'm about.
Yeah. Screw you, Evan.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, this guy is making a neighborhood, and I got to stop him. That's like the whole thing.
Well, the dude built a dam, and then he built a dam to, like, acquire, like, thousands of acres of land that were unbuildable prior.
Genius idea.
Yeah, but
we should do that.
He cut corners on the dam, which, I mean, is super dumb. when you know you got millions of dollars worth of like property coming in behind.
Yeah.
Just do the full dam.
Oh, that's all that it was about?
He cut corners on the dam.
No rebar?
Yeah. I don't know what goes into a dam, but I bet it's a lot of rebar. That thing's probably
tons of rebar.
crisscrossed applesauce. Yeah. Like,
Faux show.
there's a lot of rebar in
You
that
already
bee.
know there's a lot of rebar. in
Yeah.
there.
But hey,
Good movie? Quick rating.
I'd say it's better than Bruce Almighty. I would give it a 7.
Better than Bruce Almighty. Bruce
I'd give
Almighty
it a
slaps.
7.8.
Wow.
I watched it.
Evan Almighty.
Yeah.
Bruce Almighty slaps, though.
Bruce Almighty was good. I haven't seen that again, but I mean, if Morgan Freeman was God, I'd be A-okay with that.
Yeah. I would love to just talk to Morgan.
Yeah. I was there the whole time.
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
It's Dumbledore.
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
That's the Lego movie.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's
was
what I
he
said.
Dumbledore?
Dumbledore. No, he is Vitruvius. And he's got
Oh,
the whole
yeah,
meeting. He
yeah,
goes,
yeah.
Dumbledore. And he goes, it's Dumbledore.
Great movie.
That's
Lego
what I said.
movie, 8.6.
9.1.
Better than Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
I just wanted to piss you off, but honestly, I'd have to watch it again before I said
You better watch
9.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Lego movie is so good.
It's great.
Yeah.
Same with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
All right, give me your predictions from last week.
I wrote, Roy and Keely have a moment.
Bingo.
Moment. Yep.
Moment acquired.
Nate leaves West Ham. Oh my God. I didn't even check these.
Oh, mine
I'm
are
2
pretty
for
good
2
too.
right now.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Someone gets gravely injured. I keep banking on that.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Why do you want someone to get injured so
I
bad?
feel like somebody's going to like snap ankh on the pitch or something. And then Sam professes his love to the head chef. Didn't happen.
Didn't happen. All right. Nate leaves West Ham. Bingo. Sounds familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. You got to read them first. You can check tape.
Juga.
Nate plays Richmond next week. No. Says hey to Ted.
No.
No.
I feel like I had that one prior.
I've had it before.
Ted is definitely going to have a nice talking to Nate. And Nate also cleaned up
Oh, yeah.
the kit room for the kit man.
My last one hit. Sam and Rebecca have a moment.
They had a little tiny moment.
They had a little friend moment.
So we pretty much had identical predictions last round.
Oh, you went with Sam and someone else, though.
I said Sam. Oh, yeah, I did.
All right. Give me your plot summary.
This episode starts with the team announcing which player will play with their respective countries, leaving out Sam even though he's been killing it on the pitch. Meanwhile, those left at home are dealt with problems of their own. Keely recently lost her funding because her lesbian boss dumped her, while Nate returns to his family after quitting his job at West Ham. While the episode begins bleak, it ends with all the parties resolving their issues and getting closure. However, closure is not obtained by Rupert. After a night of laughs, Rupert mistakes kindness for flirting and tries to kiss Rebecca, thus giving Rebecca the closure she needed and the confidence to face West Ham with no grievances.
Nice.
Yeah?
That was good.
Thank you. You can't talk about every character.
There's too much going on.
I know, yeah.
I mentioned that in mine. All right, plot summary. The team is on a break for some sort of international soccer break, and Nate quits his job at West Ham. Keely's company's funding is taken away, and the elite soccer teams are invited to join a super league. Roy struggles with his feelings for Keely, Nate struggles with finding his lost passion for soccer, and I struggle with determining why it is I do not like this show as much as I used to. Is it because it has become too lib? Is everyone too nice with no real conflict? Or is it because it is filled with too many insignificant subplots and no real storyline? I am unsure of why, but the allure of this show has run its course on me. The jokes still hit, I still enjoy watching it, but I would compare this show to the comedy equivalent of Westworld. Season 1 could compete with the greatest shows of all time, but they were lost with where to take the plot come Season 2.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, like that was a really good plot summary. I liked this episode because it was real feel good and like I was like, oh, that's so beautiful.
About halfway through this episode, I was like, I'm done with this show. Like I'm not liking it. Like, but
Done
then when Nate and his dad had a
I
moment,
liked that
I was
moment.
like,
I felt
okay,
good about that.
was like
I
the
was
best
like,
moment of the season so far. It was kind of like as
Yeah,
far
I think
as
you
like
think that, but there might have been better.
not like it was the best like feel good moment. I feel like so
For
far.
sure, I felt good.
And I mean that's what this show is about. It's like feel good moments. They haven't built up any enough. Like I feel like Nate even going to West Ham and coming back was kind of a just total dud of a storyline. He didn't do anything
Coming back,
like now he's already coming back to Richmond. You can tell.
you think, because he like cleaned up the locker
Well, I mean,
room?
like at least like coming back to be friends with them.
I think he's like trying to like he didn't like show. They didn't see him clean the locker room, and the only person that knows is the kit man. So I think it's kind of like if you're like an alcoholic,
yeah,
and then you're like, I wronged this person, I wronged this person, I wronged this person, I wronged this person. Then
Yeah.
you just start like, I think he's checking off list of people he wronged, and the last person on that list is going to be Ted. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think that storyline was a complete dud. I think that what they should have done is he just wasn't evil enough or mean enough like to make too much of.
I hated him season 2. Towards the end, he was pretty mad.
He was a jerk while he was still on the team. I think he should have won the championship against Richmond. And like,
do you think they're trying to wrap it up? Because I'm almost feeling like the season's going to be the end of it.
my prediction is that at the end, Ted's gonna go home and give the job to Nate.
I can see that.
Nate's obviously the wonder kid.
He's obviously like a born genius. You see that dude whipping on the violin?
Oh my god!
All right, which puts me to a question. We got here pretty early.
Uh-huh.
Do you think there's like, you think you are a prodigy at something that you just haven't yet picked up?
Oh, for sure.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't. Come on.
No, I think you got prodigy deep in your bones.
Yeah,
Like you're gonna find it.
You think?
Yeah. You
Like,
think
what
that
if, like, a
someone's
prodigy-
died a
I think
piano
there's-
prodigy and never touched a piano?
Yeah.
Wow, that's sad.
But maybe not a piano prodigy, because I mean everybody's like, dun 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 dun.
What do you mean? Everyone's got a chance to play the
Everybody
piano?
always plays the piano, but like a trombone prodigy or
Oh, wow.
a saxophone prodigy.
No, I
Like,
think
what if you gave me a saxophone and I was just like,
no. And the reason is because I think music goes hand in hand. Like you are a music prodigy.
But can you be
You
like,
can, like-
everybody always relates prodigy with being a musician? What are some other like places you could be a prodigy? Like a prodigy at tennis? Or is
Yeah.
that just a really good athlete?
For sure, you could be a tennis prodigy. What if you had a spin serve? That's not being athletic, but you had this crazy spin serve.
Yeah, that's
a
being
prodigy.
athletic.
You could be a prodigy with drawing, art, painting.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hudson might be a prodigy.
Yeah, Hudson
He just
could be a prodigy.
he just didn't give enough effort.
He could have been a prodigy.
But I guess I don't think prodigies have to give effort.
yeah,
So you're not a prodigy.
you could
But
be
he's
a,
really good.
yeah. Anything art related, sports. I feel like you could be a prodigy. Imagine if you can just sink threes from half court. That's prodigy.
Would you rather be a prodigy or have photographic memory?
I don't know if I really believe in photographic.
I
memory.
definitely do.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you mean you believe in it?
Click.
You think people really do that? Like they
I
click
don't
and
know.
do that,
I don't
or
know how their
do they
minds
read
work.
something and just remember it? That's what I imagine it being like. Oh, photographic memory. I'm like, so you are picturing a photo in your head? Is that what you're
What
telling
if
me
you
right
like
now?
didn't have to read a single sentence on a page and you were just like,
That's what I picture it
Click.
means when they say it,
and then
and
they're
I
like,
do
oh,
not
let me
believe
go back
in
to
that.
page 68
Exactly. I
Yeah.
don't believe that exists.
because you don't have it.
I don't imagine anyone can. That's not even called photographic memory. That's a freaking superpower.
Would you believe if somebody could go hit the keys on a piano for the first time and then just play perfect pitch and just
Yes.
dun, dun, dun,
There was this guy
I
in
keep
Cole
doing that song.
Higbee's. What song is that?
Dun, 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 dun.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Yeah, and it's a rap song. I don't know why. I don't even matter how hard I try.
That's not a rap. It's Linkin Park.
Whoops.
I can play that on the guitar.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're a prodigy.
I might be.
No, I saw how much you and Dad practice at guitar. You guys are not prodigies.
All right, Mr. Drums. All right.
Oh, I quit the drums the second Addie had to blow up my spot like an asshole and then show me up.
Addie was a prodigy?
Well, because I started taking drum lessons and Addie was like, oh, let me take drum lessons. And then, like, all of a sudden, Addie's, like, way better than me. It's like, tss, 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 and Addie's like, boom, 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 boom. Like, it was pissing me off.
Dude, the craziest thing I have ever seen, Cole Higbee's friend, we called him Automatic Jake, he
Automatic at everything.
At everything.
Really?
He was a music prodigy.
Yeah.
And he was in his wedding, and at the wedding was a piano. And we're like hanging out. He doesn't even tell anyone he can do this. He just starts playing whatever you want on the piano.
No.
You name something, he absolutely rips the whole thing.
I wish I
You
could
could
do
be
that.
like, hey, what about this? And he goes, I've never heard it. Can you play a little bit of it?
I've heard that.
He would
though,
play
by
15
tune.
seconds of it, and then he would play the entire song. Like, even when it changed, and I'd say, how did you do that if you've never heard the song? And he said, well, all songs have, like, the same
Cicadas.
pattern. Yeah.
Cicadas isn't the right term. What's the term?
Cadence.
Cadence.
Yeah, not
That's
cicadas.
Like Lotus.
But he would play the song like it was nothing.
Yeah.
It was one of the cooler things I've ever seen.
What a wonderful talent to
It
have.
would be one of the, like, if I could have anything, it'd be, like, up there. High.
Really? I would have super speed.
Super speed would do you well.
Yeah.
But about
I would.
real things, because I've seen that guy.
They'd
do
be like,
that.
listen, Zach, you got to build this house in 35 days. And I'll be like, tell you what, I'll build it in 4 hours.
Just if you had super speed, you'd still have to learn a lot of shit to be able to do that. You'd have to know plumbing, electric, framing, roofing, drywall.
Know it. Give me infinite time with super speed, and I'll give you a house in 2 hours. Or
How?
less.
How? If you don't know how to do that
Also,
stuff.
they would be like, hey, listen, this house doesn't have any
You haven't
type
had
of
an inspection. It has been drywalled in.
You got to tear this house back down. And then I would go. I'll go right back down to the bones.
One time, Dad and Knight built a home in a week.
Yeah,
And
well,
audience-
that's his hippity hoopity.
No, they framed it and did all the mechanicals and floored it and everything CO in a week.
Yeah.
They got everyone in on the county in on it. All the inspectors were like, "Oh, this is kind of cool."
Oh,
and
they were,
they
like,
would be
excited to
on
see
site. They were like, "Yeah, hey, we're trying to do this like as a little promotion thing." Dad might have to fact check me on it, but I'm pretty sure it was like a week. And
Well, Dad's stories
it's-
about his past in construction, I'm always like, okay, but
yeah, he told me one today, and I was like,
I used to carry 7 pieces of OSB directly uphill. The truck broke down at the bottom of the hill, and I just kept stacking more and more OSB on my back. The dude should be like hunchback by now.
"Yeah, he had back surgery."
He's got really bad back.
He has bad
Maybe
back.
he did it. I would never. I'm 1 OSB. How many pieces of OSB do you think you could carry?
I don't know. OSB is so awkward
It's
to carry.
terrible.
If you put it like in a
He
dump,
said like 5.
I know. Put it in a dumbbell form, and I can out carry Dad. But he's over there like,
yeah.
he's like, you know,
I
on your
guess.
head,
I don't know what he's doing.
and you're doing.
You gotta go on the back and then just lean forward at a 45-degree angle.
Oh man, I'm not doing that. That's too uncomfortable.
Yeah, whatever. I don't want to call the dude a liar.
Dude's nuts.
He's my dad.
He said that was like for a bet or something.
I thought like the truck broke down. He was like, "Oh, I gotta get
No,
up
they were
this
there
hill."
like trying to hustle, and they were like, "Who can get the most OSB up there?" And
Yeah,
Dad's like
great
5
way
sheets.
for upper management to like trick some like 20-year-old kids into doing their job better.
How much? Do
Oh,
you
I
think
bet
that
you
weighs?
couldn't carry 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I bet you I could. Yeah, Dad got played by his dad and Scott.
Oh, well, this is no help. A 4x8 sheet can weigh from 25 pounds to 120 pounds.
What?
Thanks a
125 pounds, you're tripping.
Yeah. I mean, half inch.
I think 25. I think it's dead middle. Because I don't think it's 25 pounds, but I think maybe
I think
it's like
pushing
40 or 50.
100.
I would have thought like 40
Oh,
or
never
50.
mind. It's 43 pounds.
See? It's been a long time since you carried some OSB, hasn't it, buddy?
When you don't carry OSB.
I carried OSB today.
What
They
for?
We're building 66
You aren't even
houses.
doing your
this
job.
is practically a construction podcast.
They
at
got you
this
being
point.
a laborer.
Oh man, I sometimes I call myself Aaron Boy Zach because every time there's an errand to do, like somebody needs to go to Lowe's to buy something, it's always me, and I'm like, they put me on this bullshit, and I'm always mad about it.
Yeah, I could not imagine carrying OSB. I'm far past that.
Now that we're on construction,
Yeah.
and I have the story, and it's pretty funny. I don't know, like how Dad will take it, but anyway, so I mean, like just because like. It's like about like my boss.
Yeah.
So anyways, so my boss is a 28-year-old project manager.
Yeah.
And like me and him like had this little rat-a-tat kind of like little brother, big brother thing. Like we're just like Like, he messes with me, I mess with him. We keep just going back and
you've been
forth.
dying for 28-year-old big brother.
Please. Are you 28?
Yeah.
But you're close. 29.
Yeah. How? Half 28 and a half.
28 and a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be 27 before you're 28. All right, we figured it
Before
out.
I'm 29.
Regardless. Wait. Right.
Not that confusing.
You guys are like the exact same age.
Wow. Ask him his birthday.
I should.
How much do we look alike?
Not at all.
Imagine if we were separated.
At birth? Yeah. What if he's my actual big brother?
It would be really cool if we were separated at birth and then we still ended up
Twins.
doing the same job.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that'd be
hey, how would I
crazy.
have turned out if I didn't grow up with my family? Same job.
Yeah. Doesn't mean anything. Have you seen like the 3 triplets that get separated at birth and then they're like, hey, you kind of look like me. And then another guy, the 2 twins meet in person. And then a third guy is like, hold on. Those
Wait,
guys.
is this a movie?
It might be, but I just know the story. So 2 twins end up meeting in person. And they're like,
Yeah.
we kind of look like each other. And then they're like, I think we're twins.
Yeah.
And then a third guy comes out of the woodwork and he's like, I look like you guys too. And then he like pulls up and then it's like, yo, we're triplets, like separated at birth.
What do we do now?
I don't know what they did. Probably started
I
like
think
a
this is a
band.
movie. If it's a movie, we should watch it.
That'd be fun.
I'm pretty sure I've heard of this.
All right. So anyways,
Triplets movie. Put it on the docket.
a house is framed.
Yep, love it.
A door is framed. And at the top is a 2x4. There's some blocks and then there's a header.
Yeah.
So I got my hands up and I'm holding on to the 2x4.
Uh-huh.
So, so my boss, Jack, is about 6 feet ahead of me. And so Jack's about 6 feet ahead of me, and I'm holding on to the 2x4 like this. And I say, hey, you want to see something cool? And he says, all right, sure. So he's watching me. So I hold on to the 2x4, sling my legs up till my ass is parallel with his face, and then I fart in his face. And like, he was
To your boss?
Yeah.
When did you do that?
Like a week ago. And like I'm keeled over. I'm keeled over. I'm laughing so hard. And he's like super mad because he's like, dude, I'm gonna get pink eye. And I'm like, you're not gonna get pink eye, dude. And he was like, why the hell would you do that? And like Vince was there too, and he's like 42. And like I think he chuckled, but then he like went back to work. But I was done. I was hurting my side. I was laughing so hard.
He didn't think it was funny?
Jack?
Yeah.
I think he thought it was funny, but he was like, I think he like had about a 24-hour timer where he thought he might actually get pink eye.
So wait, if you thought he was going to get pink eye, then your butt
I mean,
must
like,
have
no, like, yeah, like up against his nose.
Oh my God.
No, like I was like, dude, you're not going to, I was probably
That's
4 feet away from him
ridiculous.
by the time I farted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Oh man, but I don't know why I did it. But it was pretty funny and he didn't take it the wrong way, so it was like, all right, cool.
It worked out. God, that's funny.
Yeah, but anyways, we got a show to talk about.
Yeah. Starts off. Sam is popping off. He's playing really well. That's what they say.
Yeah, he's popping off, and I talked about it in my intro. I said they just didn't want to put him on the team.
Because the rich guy hates him.
Apparently, the rich guy gave the Nigerians $20 million just to not put him on the team.
Pretty rude.
Yeah, and I remember them having qualms because Sam didn't want to join their team.
Oh, he hated him that moment. He like wines and dines him, and then Sam doesn't want to join his team. He's like, "You're not going to join the night."
What did they call him? Like Pinky Dick?
Yeah, Pinky Dick.
What is that even? Was that a thing?
I don't recall that being a thing.
No, I don't remember that being a thing either.
But they were loving calling him Pinky Dick.
Yeah.
Nate is out at West Ham. Quits. Good move, Nate.
I guess because like Rupert was like trying to get him to bang some models.
Yeah, I think probably just a load of things. He probably realized I'm being kind of an asshole when I work here.
You think he's already at like I'm being an asshole?
He already apologized to the kid. The kid
Yeah.
man.
I
He's
think
obviously been thinking about
I
it a
think
lot.
Nate's about to be like the best character for the rest of the season, which is 2 episodes. Thank goodness.
3, I think. Isn't it 13?
No, it's 12.
10.
I think it's
Okay.
12.
Woo.
I mean, like I like this show still, and I'll watch the next season even if there is one,
Here's
but,
what
like,
we're gonna do next season. I'm not potting this
in
show
6
again.
and 6. Really?
No, I want to watch it. I don't want to pod it. I think the pod has made the show worse, as far as like my want to watch it.
That's fair.
I don't think it's like worth potting again. I got movies
I
to
become
watch.
very critical when I start like
Yeah.
writing notes.
Yeah, I'd rather just. It's not one to be like that critical about. It's
Yeah.
just like, hey, enjoy this.
It's
got
a
good
fun
jokes.
loving. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe we
we're gonna
would have
finish
liked it
this,
more. Maybe we
but
would have liked it more.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna do. We shouldn't pod.
Last of Us was a much better pod for the 10
Great
episodes.
pod. I think
Yeah.
like a drama like that episode where it's like every episode something legit's happening and like
Yeah.
you can make real predictions. The predictions in here don't mean shit because 10,000 things are going on. They don't
Yeah,
talk
it's
about anything
17
that
different
happened 8
characters.
episodes ago.
I applaud them for giving us like so many characters and like so many backgrounds for the characters.
I don't think I need all that.
Yeah. Not for the pod.
I don't think I need all that in the show. Like, I think
Jamie, Roy.
some of these characters,
Ted.
the mains, Rebecca, Keely probably didn't need her own thing. She was a better side character. She was
kinda
good
like-
like with Roy.
I like Keely season 1.
Yeah,
Like she
She's
was
a real
there, but you
good
didn't really
side
know
character.
about her.
She's a 6-man. She comes off the bench.
She's a 6-man for sure. But coming off the bench, do you want to just go ahead and do our Disney basketball?
Yeah. Perfect.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can even give you a 6-man probably.
I was thinking like maybe I should add a 6-man, but all right. So flip the coin because
I got a big number 1.
really?
I
Oh,
won
then you just messed up because I'm gonna go number 1 first if I win.
Well,
Coin's right by you.
what do you mean by number 1?
I mean, this is a draft, dude. You could pick the center first if you wanted to.
I mean, I have a big pick
Oh,
I
like
want
a
to make
big
first.
man. Okay.
I just mean I want to go first.
Okay.
All right, call it.
Heads.
It's heads.
At number 1, my point guard, Peter Pan.
Oh, great! I had him on my list too. I thought he'd be a good number 1
Okay. Who's your number 1?
for my first pick.
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph. He's my 5. I
That's
read
your PG? Oh.
I read he's 9 feet tall.
I didn't see him on the damn.
He's Wreck-It Ralph's on there.
On Disney?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph. It's
Okay,
Pixar
cool. Well,
too,
then
though.
my center is locked.
Okay, who you going?
No, I'm not going him next. He's locked.
Oh, okay.
Okay, for my number 2, I'm gonna go Stitch, Lilo and Stitch.
Wow, you took some good ones.
I
off
bet
the
he's
board.
a freaking savage.
I feel like you didn't do Pixar characters, did you?
I looked up the list that I sent you. I sent you the link to
Well,
the
I know Disney
internet.
characters, and on Disney Plus, I was thinking of these guys.
So you
too.
did Pixar?
I definitely included.
Oh,
them.
I did only strictly Disney. Like I said, it's starting 5 Disney edition.
Pixar is on
I knew
Disney
Wreck-It
Plus.
Ralph was not Disney.
He's on Disney Plus.
All right, whatever. Keep going.
All right, at my 1, I feel like you're gonna be pissed about this.
Oh, so they're all Pixar.
Well, he is Dash from The Incredibles.
You're such a dick. I mean, I sent you the list. I told you, go off this list. It's Disney
You
characters.
didn't tell me go with that
Whatever.
list. You said Disney.
Whatever.
char-
I'll still beat your ass.
Oh my god! All
Pixar,
right.
bitch. Peter Pan's bear. No, he's not. Dash could beat the whole team. All right, for my small forward, I'm going to go with Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, that's a good one.
He's got the bounce. He could hit a
Oh,
three-point,
I didn't even think about
bounce
his
up,
hops.
10 feet off the ground, hit a three-pointer. He's lethal.
Yeah, that's a good one. For my number 2, I'm going Linguini from Ratatouille
Is that Pixar?
and Disney.
So you got a Pixar.
And
You picked Linguini, bro? That dude is-
he's wearing the hat.
so he's
the
got
rat's
Ratatouille
controlling
on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 100% from the line. Even though you're really messing it up right now. I sent you
There
the
wasn't
list.
you didn't say use the list strictly. You said Disney
I
characters.
sent you the list.
You know what? When you sent me a list of Disney characters, I thought to myself, why is he sending me a list of Disney characters? I know who Disney characters
I went
are.
out that list strictly. All right, for my power forward, I'm going to go Ursula.
Ooh.
She's got 8 arms. Or
Good
6. I don't remember which one's which.
They both have 8, I think.
No,
Squids have 6?
I think squids have like...
Octo, 8.
Yeah, I think squids might have like 6. I don't know.
Okay.
Another Pixar character heading out.
No. This is my. I think I will get 2 Disney ones left.
Okay.
For my 4, I'm going Genie from
That's
Aladdin.
good.
I mean, that just explains itself. Guy knows magic, and he can fly.
All right, and for my final pick, my starting 5 is... Oof. I'm going to go James P. Sully
Ooh,
from Monsters,
Sully.
Inc.
For number 5?
But yeah, I also had the Beast.
Oh, the Beast is good, too.
Yeah.
And for my number 3, originally I was going to take Simba here, but I think you need someone who gets a little dirtier.
And also
Scar.
somebody with legs and arms.
I'm going with Scar.
Oh, so you still went 4-sided.
How
are they going to shoot?
He can be a passer.
Okay.
And he can dunk it with his mouth.
Okay. And I think I still win.
No.
Peter Pan, Stitch, Tigger, Ursula, James P. Sullivan versus...
Where did I start? Dash,
Cheating.
Linguini,
I'm fine with that.
Scar, Genie, and Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, okay, so like...
So you got your ass kicked.
Yeah, well, you cheated.
Well, you're lucky I didn't say Elastigirl. I almost just took all the Incredibles.
Yeah.
I was like...
I would have if it was Pixar. You son of a bitch.
It's the same thing. There wasn't enough Disney characters for the both of us.
There was. I put 2 on each.
Let me hear who else you got that wasn't.
All right, so my starting 5 that wouldn't have been the starting 5 would have been Mickey Mouse, which I think he's more of an owner than a point guard, but he's a point guard.
Yeah, he's hoity-toity. He's been famous for a long time.
Elsa at shooting guard.
Uh-huh.
Goofy at small forward.
Nice.
Gaston
Nice.
at power forward. And the Beast at center.
Gotcha.
I had 2
You were gonna have
five.
Gaston and the Beast on the same team. You're the tension in your
They
locker
would
room.
have figured it out.
Tension in your locker
Hey,
room.
that's what Mickey Mouse is there for. He's there to set them straight.
Some people that I had that weren't said. If it makes you feel better, I had a lot of the people you said. Those were my backups.
Yeah, okay, sure.
And then I also had Li Shang from Mulan.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah.
I would
and
have
then
rather had Mulan.
Flynn Rider.
Wait,
he
is
seems
Li
like
Shang like the bad guy or like the
good
let's
guy.
get down to business?
Let's get down to business.
Yeah.
He'd be
And
like a
he's
good-
ready for business.
Yeah. And then Flynn Rider feels like he would have been a good shooting guard.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have the guy controlled by Ratatouille.
Yeah, sure. I mean, hell, I should have picked freaking The Flash and Batman and Superman from the rate that you're going.
Are they on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Batman? Superman?
No, they're not.
Didn't think so.
They're an HBO Max.
Disney
I didn't
owns
say Disney
Pixar.
Plus draft.
Disney owns Pixar.
I sent you
it's
the
the same-
list.
I
It's
didn't
whatever.
need the list.
It's what. Yeah, obviously, if you weren't gonna follow,
you had
it.
a good draft.
Thanks. I win.
Oh, okay, fine.
Whatever. I hate you now.
Uh,
All right, so
okay.
the funny thing is, Danny Rojas going crazy on
thought that
Zero.
was good?
I thought that was
That
funny.
was pretty funny.
He was like, he
Hey
said,
man, we're gonna play, and he goes,
Yeah.
"Hey bro, we're gonna play." I am not your bro.
"I'm not your bro, and Sunday you will be my bitch."
Yeah, that was funny. seeing
And then
that
he
side of
breaks his
Rojas.
nose. So one of my predictions, like at the end, was going to be that like Danny Rojas was going to do what he did at the end of the episode, be like, "Hey, buddy, that was a fun game,"
and he was not gonna.
and
be
Zero
cool.
was going to be like, "You're dead to me."
Oh really?
Yeah, or like at least be like, but he was just scared of Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was still funny. Like Danny flipped the switch. He was like, "Hey, Danny, you want some chips?" And he just crumbles up the Doritos,
Yeah, that was
dumps them on the
classic.
ground. That was funny.
Yep. So, Jamie, Van Dam, Rojas, Bundersnatch, Bundercash, and Colin.
Thundersnatch.
Yeah.
I'd like to meet that girl.
They all make their team.
Yeah.
And Sam gets douche because the guy doesn't like him.
Right.
Then they make a slight pregnancy joke alluding
To Rebecca.
when they're like, "So it comes once a month?" And she goes,
Yeah.
"Unless you're pregnant." He goes, "Man, I'd
Who
like
is
to
she getting pregnant from?
I mean, I'm assuming she can't still be pregnant from the guy in
Really? I think it takes a couple of... I don't know.
I mean, don't you
How many
think
weeks does it take before?
I mean,
you're
they've
like,
been
oh,
on like
I
a
missed
winning
my...
streak and stuff.
Oh,
right?
for 10
it feels
weeks.
Like,
Yeah.
It feels like it's been a long time.
Yeah, like it's every 4 weeks. You probably would know, right?
I think so.
But don't you find out like, oh, I missed my period? Like that's a month.
Yeah, maybe she's thinks that she's just getting old and not having them anymore.
Ah,
Maybe. Anyways, they make it a.
You think that guy's coming back? He must at least once.
Oh.
Or do you think that Rebecca is gonna get with Ted?
Not Ted.
I mean, he got the green matchbook. He had it.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then she put the green matchbook by Ted's little army guy.
They just
They're
don't
putting
seem
little
like a
Easter
match.
eggs. I don't think so either.
Why did that
have him with
guy?
Sassy Smurf?
What was the? He's not getting with Sassy Smurfs. It's over. They're over.
Really? Just
She
'cause
said,
like,
yeah,
you're a
and he
mess
was
right
like,
now?
well, she said that she doesn't want to be like more than F buddies with him.
Really?
Yeah, episode like 1.
So then I think he's getting with Rebecca.
Wow, that'd be beast.
Really? You think it would be Beast?
I mean,
I think Roy and Keeley just had a one-night stand.
wow.
I don't think it was
He
anything more
just
than
said he
that.
loved her.
Yeah, but why would they show that teacher like flirting with Roy twice if it wasn't going to go any further than that?
Well,
I think Roy and Keeley
her.
got closure. They banged.
Yeah.
And then I think that's the end of it.
I don't think so.
I think Jamie and Keeley are going to get together, and I think Roy and that teacher are going to get together.
Nah, I don't think so.
I'd
The teacher
also
was
see-
talking to him, and it reminded him of how much he loved and missed Keeley, and he
Yeah.
left right in front of her face.
Yeah, but he might come back.
But anyways, they allude to pregnancy, and then they're starting to join this Super League, and Rupert wants her to join.
Yeah.
Nate quits his job, and his girlfriend still likes him, so she's officially
she's
not a
beast.
gold digger.
Yeah, she was great. And he says something like she's Polish, and like she was like, "Oh, you can come to Poland with me and help my family screw in light bulbs." And Nate's like, "That's funny." And like, is that the original context of that joke? Like, how many Polish people does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Is that a thing?
Like, what's the OG? It's always like, how many blank people does it take? Like, how many blind people does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Yeah.
What was the original?
Did she say screw in light bulbs?
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, you can come help me and my family screw in light bulbs." And he's like, "Ha, that's funny." And she's like, "Why?" So I was like, is that the OG version of...
You should have looked it up.
I should have, but it seems like you're doing it right now.
I'm trying, but whenever I type fast, do you ever
Miss letters.
put a bunch of periods in it?
Oh, yeah.
Because when you double click, I don't know, that's going to take me some time to find out. But anyways, maybe. That's a good point.
Anyway, so Kaylee gets canceled
She gets douched.
by
And,
her girlfriend.
man, her
Ex-girlfriend.
girlfriend really became
Total
an asshole
B.
quick.
Yeah, and she's a billionaire, way richer than, like, Rebecca.
Yeah.
And she was just like, "Yo, I cut your funding."
Nothing I can
And
do.
Rebecca was like, "Yo, I got that in my back pocket."
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a lot of funding.
No.
And I feel like I said this earlier, but I knew Rebecca would pick up the funding if Jack bailed.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think your thing was that she would go back to Richmond.
Yeah.
A little different than that. She's just going to
don't
fund
know
her.
if that's
A little different. A little different.
Okay, if you want to twist my words.
But anyways, she gets douched.
Not Jamie. Keely's a really bad fake crier. Mm-hmm. Like, she was, like, sitting in her office and was like... and then just canceled. Like, if you can't shed a tear as an actor or an actress...
Quit. Yeah, quit.
Shed a tear right now.
Do it.
Nah, I couldn't.
Do you think you could?
I'm pretty good. Like, I
couldn't do it in front of you.
I know, that's the problem. I'm, like, looking at you. Maybe if I picture you dying.
Let me pretend to be dead.
Oh, God, that's making me so sad. Yeah, I couldn't do it in front of you. But I can fake cry on camera.
Oh, yeah, I bet. I think you'd be the man at it, in fact. Would you make noises? Would it be a silent cry with
It's
just
like,
tears?
it's like, no, that sounded weird.
What was it where they were just popping off?
I always picture, like, it's like, the Hulk when he like pops up and they're like, how can you turn into the Hulk? And they're like, that's the thing, Cap. I'm always angry.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Zach, how can you cry on spot?
That's the thing.
I'm always crying. Which I'm not. But
Speaking of, that is a stupid line.
yeah.
When the Hulk, I'm always angry.
And then he
turns
punches that
green,
little alien lizard.
turns green and does it. I mean, since when have you been able to control the Hulk like that?
That was like the first time, I guess.
Yeah, he's like, you think about a Cap.
That's
I'm
the thing
always
about it, Cap.
And meanwhile, that thing's flying at him, and he's got to say his cool catchphrase.
Yeah. Regardless, like it's like you would not be even fearing of death because like even if it hit him as Mark Ruffalo, he would just turn to the Hulk.
Yeah, proven in Ragnarok.
Like
when
he
jumps
shot
out of that
himself.
thing.
He was like, I tried to kill myself. Shot
Green
myself
guy
in the
spit the
throat.
bullet back out.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Pretty pimp. Until you're like, yo, I'm 168 years old. My bones hurt. And you're still alive, Hulk. Would you just die already?
Yeah.
I'm ready to die.
There's no way that would work. He would have.
In the
blown his
comics,
brain out.
Hulk is like the last person left on, like, he's not even on Earth anymore. He's just stranded. And it's like old man Hulk and like, I guess just Mark
doesn't
Ruffalo's
die?
along for the ride. He can't die. I don't know if he can.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
But anyways, Rupert apparently is just a B.
I like when Sam doesn't make his team, and
Jamie puts his number on his back.
oh, that was Beast.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about when Ted goes, "That's okay, man. MJ didn't make the varsity team."
Oh,
his
yeah. I didn't know this
sophomore
story.
year. I love how they explained it because people always are like, MJ didn't make the varsity
Yeah,
team.
and that's the way I took it.
Yeah, and Sam
It's like,
goes,
hey, Zach,
but coach, wasn't that because he was only 5'10" and the varsity was in desperate need of height?
yeah, and he went to the JV team in hopes that he would grow, and then he growed 5 inches over the summer, and then he was on the varsity team. The way people tell that, it's like every parent being like, if you make that face too long, it's going to freeze.
Yeah.
Everybody like agreed. They were like, you know what? Let's just tell
If
our
you
shitty
turn your
kids.
eyelids inside out, then your
You're gonna be
eyes
stuck
are gonna
like
get
that.
stuck like that. All
Yeah.
right, just because you hate looking at the kid with his eyelids flipped inside out doesn't mean you should lie to him.
And then some parent has a shitty basketball player, and they said, hey, bud,
Don't worry.
MJ didn't even make his varsity team. Like, that was such a lie. Thank you, Ted Lasso, for clearing that up for
Yeah,
us.
thank you. Then he goes and becomes the best player of all time. Son.
LeBron.
Well, at the time he was the best player
Okay,
of all time.
for sure.
We don't like LeBron.
I don't like LeBron.
This is an anti-LeBron podcast.
I've been liking him more this playoff season.
Why? Because he's old,
No, he seems like, I don't know.
quiet. Because he's been shutting
When
up.
he
and-
was with the Grizzlies, he was like really like in their face and stuff, and I was like, that was pretty beast.
Okay,
Because like
big LeBron
those
fan.
two guys were douching him, Ja Morant and the other guy who's like going to like,
John Morant, the biggest idiot of all
oh
time.
my gosh, bro,
Oh,
stop
yeah.
pulling out guns.
You are like gonna make millions and millions.
He's already done, but he's gonna lose it all.
Yeah, what an idiot.
Oh my gosh, it pisses me off. And I talked to my buddies, and they were like, yeah, he's a moron.
A moron. John a moron.
He wants to be a thug, and the only thing that thugs want to be is in his position.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I always
And then
thought
he pulls out
those
a
people
gun,
are
and they're like, what?
so stupid.
Where'd you even get that gun? He's like, oh, I'm on video?
At
Here's my
first, he
gun."
just had finger guns, flashes off him, all of a sudden, real gun. Crazy. Anyways, what an idiot. I always thought it was crazy when people do that, especially like athletes, rappers. I'm like, hey, maybe stop.
You made it, dude.
Stop selling drugs. What are you
Yeah.
doing selling a couple of grams of weed nowadays?
Yeah, it's not like you can't like freaking Juice World went on an airplane with like pounds of weed and a bunch of like pills.
Yeah.
And then he took all the pills.
Bold move, Juice.
I know, like, couldn't you have just gone to the city and then gotten that stuff and like, yo, I'm Juice World. I want 10 Xanax and a pound of weed. And then like 100 people would have been like, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Like, just don't take it on a plane.
I don't know what that guy was thinking.
I guess like private jet, but like, I mean, that only goes so far.
Oof.
Dumb.
Poor Juice World.
I know. I wish he didn't die.
Not like that.
Or
at all.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
He's not dead.
He's not dead, but he's dumb.
Oh my god, dumbest guy in the world.
He like sold out some people, or like his like.
And he just walks
gang
around
that he
like
was around
like
with.
it's nothing.
I don't know, man. It's
That
a
guy,
mess.
Yeah. Did you see him get beat up in the
But I
locker
got him.
room?
Huh?
Did you see him recently get beat up in the locker room?
No.
He got mugged at like an LA Fitness.
I mean, serves him right.
They were just filming him, beating him up, and laughing, and he was all bloody.
Jeez,
But
that hurts.
But you can't tell what's blood and what's red hair dye,
Yeah.
Guy's a freak.
Yeah, he is a
Who
freak.
tattoos 6ix9ine all over their body?
Somebody who's got
Ugh,
millions.
I hate
guess.
that guy got famous.
Yeah. And he had those tattoos before he got famous. I mean,
It's disgusting.
you gotta.
He
get
is the
famous,
guy
then
from
get those
Saw
tattoos.
tattooed on his face. How did you guys
Jigsaw right on the cheek.
Yeah, let this guy get
and then
famous.
like 6ix9ine right here.
Skittles,
I mean, it's crazy.
Skittle teeth.
And he was probably like sponsored by Skittles at some point.
Oh my god!
Before he did
Taste
Dum
the
Dum.
Rainbow. Yeah, I don't know how you guys let that guy get famous.
Regardless.
Music sucks.
So then Roy's got Happy Uncle's Day.
Yeah, that was a great scene. Jamie shows up and what's his niece's name?
I don't know. I just know it was niece. I thought
Ava,
you were-
Zoe,
Zoe.
and she
Zoe sounds right.
invites Roy. I mean, she invites Jamie, and he goes, "Why is he here?" And she goes, "Because he's your best friend." And I'm like, "Oh, that's nice."
And they're like, "Oh no, he's not."
And he goes, "Who's your best friend?" He goes, "Probably Isaac." He goes, "Oh, F you." So he felt like his best friend.
Yeah.
So Roy really likes Jamie.
Yeah, they're best buds.
And Jamie even brought him a gift, and Roy really liked it. It was his first World Cup kit, and he changed the E in Kent to a U.
That's funny.
And he thought it was awesome.
Yeah. He said, "I love this." Thank you.
Yeah. So, and then as a gift from his niece, Zoe or Ava, she gives him a tie-dye shirt.
Yeah, completely out in left field.
Yeah, he hated it, but he had to wear it to make her feel good. And, Roy Kent in tie-dye shirt, it just doesn't make sense. It's like if LeBron James was wearing a pair of Jordans.
Oh, for sure. It's like if Hitler grew out his beard.
It's like if Mitt Romney was wearing a pair of high-heeled pumps.
Okay, it's like if Jimi Hendrix decided to play the guitar the right way.
Or the drums. It's like if Donald Trump was wearing a BLM shirt.
Okay. It's like if Mr. Rogers wore a sweater instead of a cardigan.
It's like if Hitler wore the Star of David.
Hitler did. You know what? It's like if Mr. T grew out his hair. like it just didn't make any sense.
Mr. T grew out his hair?
He's always got the mohawk.
Oh, okay.
Mr. T's big for the mohawk.
True.
I pity the fool that doesn't have a mohawk.
True.
Yeah. Those were some good hits likes.
Those are some good ones. My favorite. I don't know. I can't remember everything you said. But anyways.
Hitler growing out his beard. Mr. T growing out his hair. Mr. Rogers wearing a sweater. And I forget the last one now.
Classic. Yeah, well, he wears that and he just shocks everyone in his Roy Kent tie-dye shirt.
And now he's full tie-dye. He wore like a softer version, but he wore a tie-dye shirt.
She had a great reason for giving it to him.
ROY.
I loved it after she said that.
I was like, wow,
that was clever.
That was thought out.
Red, orange, yellow. It's your name. It's red, orange, yellow.
You gotta do that.
Yeah, it's Beast.
Yeah, but anyways, now Rebecca is either invited by Rupert or she's going with Rupert to...
Yeah, to Mr. Kufo's league.
Yeah, the billionaire who hates Sam.
Yeah, he actually met at Sam's restaurant with his crew, and he told him, like, I paid $20 million to keep you off the team.
Yeah, and then when he was like doing his impressions of like...
That was funny.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, no wonder it's all like your restaurant is dead today. I rented out the whole entire store. Hello. I want a party of 4 for your establishment.
Yeah. We'll take 6.
Yeah. This is Southern Belle.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then he like did a French accent. I don't even want to try that.
We will have a table for 4 waiting on us.
A good job.
Yeah, but something like that. That scene was classic.
Yeah, that was funny.
But anyways, he just can't let Sam leave Sam alone. And he said he's going to follow him doing that for the rest of his life.
Yeah. He said, I will never give this up.
And Sam just takes it on the chin.
But Rebecca keeps seeing she saw herself as a child.
Yeah,
and
what
then
the hell was that scene?
I thought that was weird.
I said, what the hell was that scene?
Yeah, I think I said something very similar, but then she like yells with her tongue out.
Well, I still don't understand. So I get like why she saw the dudes as kids, because someone said imagine them as like they were once little boys.
Yeah, that made sense. But I was like, what?
Seeing herself as a little girl before that,
Yeah,
and then
that was
screaming at
weird.
herself. Bad scene.
Bad scene.
That should have made the cuts.
It kind of was like she was like liberated in some type of way, but they could have done it a different way.
Yeah, at first I was like, wait, who's this little girl? Where'd she come from? Wait, is
Oh,
that...
I knew what they were doing, but
I didn't
I
even
feel
know.
you.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they get to this little courtroom or this little, I don't know what you would call it, a dining room.
Yeah, just like a dinner.
And
Dinner
the guy's
sets.
like, listen, we got classic Nigerian food and we got
Chicago
style hot dogs. So my question to you is, what are 5 toppings right now that you would put on your hot dog? It's got to be 5.
That one's Chicago style.
Not Chicago style. 5 toppings now.
All right. I'm going... Now, this is going to sound crazy, but the best hot dog I ever had was a Seattle dog.
Okay.
And that's cream cheese and grilled onions.
That's only 2.
That's all I need.
I need you to give
All
5.
right, I'll give 5. And that includes ketchup and mustard?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go chili, cheese, ketchup, mayo, mustard.
Chili cheese and ketchup? I feel like when you put chili cheese, you can't put ketchup on it. I'm going...
Onions. Okay, I want onions.
You said onions already.
Chili, cheese, onions, mustard, jalapeno.
Dude! I gotta show you this. I wrote mine out. It's the exact same 5.
Mustard, chili, cheese, white onions, jalapenos. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's a
the
perfect
spot.
dog. That's
That
a
is
perfect
perfect dog.
Hey, that's a good dog.
That's a
And
good
I've never even had that dog.
I'd love to have that dog.
I would love to have
I've
that
never
dog.
gotten jalapenos on that dog.
No.
Why don't
I've
they
never
do
had a
that?
hot dog. I've never had a hot dog. I've never had a hot dog with
That was
jalapenos on.
boys.
Bro, that was crazy.
Oh, that's 5 whole ass
And it
ingredients.
took you a while to get there, but we
well,
just went
you
full
just put me on the
5.
spot. When I really thought about it, I was like, you
Yeah,
know
cream
what?
cheese.
I
Get
love
that out of here.
jalapenos on that.
You can't put ketchup with chili.
Now,
You were
give me
stressed
this.
out. Chili is made of tomatoes.
What
though.
do you want the jalapenos to be like?
Oh, raw.
Raw.
Pickled jalapenos.
How do you want them to look?
I want them cut in half and then diced in half. So
you mean
halved.
like quarters?
No, not quarters like the quarters, but then slice those in half.
Oh, I want them like finely chopped into tiny little.
Oh, really?
jalapeno
I want
squares.
halves.
I like diced.
Okay.
But hey, we got the toppings.
Hey, we got that. You didn't have to go.
How do you want your
How do you want
onions?
your onions?
How do you want your
Diced.
onions?
I want those diced.
I like the
I
smaller
want big
they are.
chunks of
the
jalapenos.
yeah. Oh, okay, nice.
I want big chunks of jalapenos, a nice Randy McClain chili.
Yeah, or varsity.
I don't even know- I don't
Varsity
even-
chili where it's just meat
Yeah, just meat. Mm-hmm. And then, you can give me any type of mustard.
and cheese. That'll work.
Yeah. And he says, like these hot dogs, for example, they're 78% horse. And then everybody like pushes their plate away. I was
Would
like,
you have a problem with that?
No.
Me neither.
I would have been like, I would have turned a slight eye.
I would've been like, wow.
You just made me eat horse?
I wouldn't have even done that, but I'd been like, wow, I just ate horse.
Yeah. And it was still delicious.
Yeah. Now, if it was like a dog, I'd be like,
Yeah.
bleh.
Yeah.
Because either 1, it's a pet, or 2, it's a street dog, and both those make me grossed out.
Yeah. They're not farming dogs for food.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're finding that somewhere you don't want to be.
Bleh.
Or cat.
Don't want to eat cat either.
I prefer to eat a cat though.
Oh, yeah. For sure. I bet cat tastes a little bit like chicken.
Yeah. I'm
It's
sure
definitely
we've
like
eaten
white
cat.
meat. You think?
I bet we've eaten cat. I bet we've eaten horse. I don't know about dog.
You think we've eaten cat and horse?
Yeah.
Wow.
We've eaten pig asshole because that's
I
probably
know
what
that.
all of hot dogs are.
But they
And
tell
we're
you,
okay with
it's crazy that they'll just tell you, like, hey, this is a pig's ass.
This is like their hooves. Everything we don't want to put into anything else, we put into hot dogs. Enjoy it. And then we're like, 4th of July, we're like, give me some of that pig ass.
How do they turn a horse into glue?
A lot of heat, I would guess. I don't know.
What do you think? You don't think it's...
No. No.
All I
No,
know-
it takes the whole horse. God, please.
I feel like it's probably from like the hooves or something.
Yeah. I'd hope
Hopefully.
so. Yeah.
I just
Collagen.
always wondered,
There's probably,
like, how does
collagen in
the
the
glue come
hooves
from
that
horse?
like turns into
Paste.
paste, which
Turns
turns into
sticky.
glue.
God hope so.
Yeah. When
They
you
just
said
say, this is
sticky.
from horses. Probably why they freak out when kids eat it. Don't eat that.
Yeah, no kidding. Do you know what that is?
You do not want to know. Oh, shit. But, yeah. They do.
But
have those.
Rebecca tells off Rupert in the end.
Yeah, Rupert comes on to her, looks like a total idiot.
I knew that was what he was kind of going at when he invited her, and then he was like,
You thought he was hitting on her from the beginning.
I was like, oh, Rupert's trying to like make a play, and then he's got the ugly assistant.
Rupert's
and
the
I'm like,
horniest dude of all time.
He is.
He also
the dude's
sounds like
82
It also sounds like he has another kid on the way.
with the other Rebecca.
I think his assistant said, "Hey, results are in," and then Rebecca was like, like
Good luck, bud.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Rupert is like such a freaking mess, and he hasn't figured it out 80 years in, bro.
Yeah.
You're a chotch.
Yeah.
Like I was
I don't think he
praying
invited her
Rebecca
there
didn't
first.
kiss him, and she did it in the best
Thank
way.
God.
She was like, dude, check yourself.
Before you
Wreck yourself. And I mean, that was a good thing for Rebecca. She got closure.
Yeah. I don't think he invited her to do that though.
I think Rupert was at an all-time low. I really think he did, but doesn't really
I think he
matter.
invited her to join the league. But that was a good story about Rupert, like sneaking into Richmond.
Oh yeah,
Kind of
that was a little
humanized
heartfelt.
him a little bit.
Yeah, which probably made him want to kiss her more.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
After that whole thing, and then they had a good laugh. They were
Yeah,
kind
they
of
had-
bonding. I was like, oh shit, she's.
I was like, Rebecca, please no.
Don't kiss
And she was
this
like, dude,
guy.
we just had a laugh. That was all it was.
we are just having a laugh.
Yeah, we just had a laugh. Can't tell you how many times.
So Nate is depressed as the Dickens. He's trying to find his love for soccer. He goes to his parents' house, sneaks in,
Finds
sleeps
his
over
love
there.
for violin yet again.
Yeah. So violin, absolutely beast. Here's a bracket of instruments you wish you were beast at playing. All right, I give you two. You pick which one you would rather play,
For sure.
and you're really good at them.
Right.
Violin or harmonica.
Violin.
Yeah.
Violin's just way too beast.
Guitar or drums.
Guitar.
Piano or flute.
When people play like solos and guitar, I'm still like, no, solos on the drums. I'm still like, it just sounds like you're beating the shit out of it. I
Yeah,
mean, like
and
there's
there's something to it, but all drum solos sound the same to me.
yeah, it's like,
And
and they're just like hitting shit,
they're like,
I'm
look at that. Oh, God. yeah,
yeah, so definitely guitar.
maybe I just don't understand it.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't.
Piano or flute?
Piano,
Yeah, easy. Hey, we're getting some out of here. Harp or trumpet?
trumpet.
Harp's kind of cool.
Yeah, harp is cool for solos, but I feel like trumpet is like just smooth jazz.
Yeah, that'd be.
I'd rather play jazz.
Cello or tuba?
I don't even know what a cello is.
It's you turn a bass guitar sideways and cello.
Oh man,
Oh, thanks for
that
setting
was
me up.
perfect. Still tuba.
Yeah, the tuba's.
I almost played tuba in 5th grade.
Everyone wanted to play the tuba. Was like, dude,
They
that
said
thing's
you're
huge.
too small.
Oh, what?
That's what they told me.
No one's gonna like you if you're too
said-
small.
They said, "Listen, Zach, you couldn't carry the tuba into class every day," and I'm like, "Okay."
Clarinet or saxophone?
Sax.
All right, round 2. Violin or guitar?
Oh, so this is a bracket.
Yeah.
Guitar.
Yeah, violin is really cool.
It's
Sounds really
super
good, but
beast.
could you imagine doing this all the time?
Yeah.
It's kinking your neck, man. I couldn't even
Yeah.
imagine. And one of your neck.
I feel like I need to crack my neck now just thinking about
I
it.
don't think you could just like switch sides either.
No.
You'd be
It'd be one side.
by handle.
Yeah,
you
by
know?
the time you're like 50, you can't even like lift up your neck right.
Yeah, that would screw you. Piano or trumpet?
Piano.
Tuba or sax?
Sax.
Okay. Now we just have 3 left.
I feel like guitar's going to win.
Guitar, piano, or sax? Put those in order of which one you'd want to be the best at.
I think they're in order.
Guitar, piano, sax?
Yeah.
I'm piano.
Guitar, sax.
I might go sax over guitar. A lot of people play
Really?
guitar.
Okay.
All right. So now you got guitar. As
Yeah,
your
but
winner.
you're the best of the best, right?
Yeah, but piano you can really just. I love people ripping the piano. I love
Yeah,
ripping
that's
piano.
beast.
Okay, so you picked guitar. Now, guitar or just creaming vocals?
Vocals.
Yeah,
Over
vocals over everything.
Yeah, just hitting that high note, bro.
Also,
Come on.
everyone knows the lead singer.
Yeah.
You know.
They don't even know.
Everyone
Some
knows
people know
Justin
the
Bieber. I
guitarist.
couldn't tell you one famous pianist.
Yeah, you could.
Beethoven.
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles.
Yeah. And we do better.
Not any present day ones.
Yeah. Ray Charles is still alive.
Adele.
In spirit.
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah. Chance the Rapper shouldn't be on that list.
But they play the piano.
Bruno Mars. Oh, I thought you were talking about singers. You said Adele. Adele is way better of a singer than she is.
Yeah,
a
but I was
pianist.
saying I can't name any famous pianist.
Pianist.
And there's a couple of them, but they're famous singers too. I can't name someone who just plays the peen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so vocals, then guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's depressed, but then he picks up the violin, and then his dad apologizes for being a dick for the past 3 seasons and his whole life.
Yeah, he was like, listen, you were a genius at everything. I had to push you.
I didn't know how to raise a genius.
I didn't know Nate was just a freaking prodigy. He was
I
a
mean,
kid man when we saw him
Yeah,
first.
yeah, like, he really changed. I mean, I don't know if they were planning on him being, like, this super beast coach out the gate. Like, he comes up with, like, one thing in, like, the first season.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wow, Nate, you should be an assistant. And then all of a sudden, he like, jumps
Head
to
coach.
And then he turns out to be, like, just beast at everything he's ever done.
Yeah, see, that's just why we got to keep doing the podcast. Eventually, somebody's going to catch on, and they're going to be like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Sponsorship.
Possibly you.
Roy writes a note to Keely.
Oh, yeah. Roy writes a note to Keely. She still can't read his handwriting, so he has to read it. And he says that he loves her. And they've been in love before, and they bang. So I do not think that this is a
So
fling.
you think it's over?
I think they're back.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see next episode.
I mean, she was like, who would get back with someone like that? And, you know, talking about
then,
Rupert,
yeah,
and then he sneaks
Roy
up. They're
pulls
so
up.
back.
Yeah. I hope so.
Jamie wearing 24 for Sam was real nice. I know you mentioned it, but that was really beast.
Yeah.
Oh, they turned down the Super League, and Mr. Akufo freaks out and throws food on
food
everyone.
everywhere. Yeah. That's
So he's a
pretty
real big
childish
baby.
for a billionaire.
Yeah, but that was the episode.
That was indeed the episode. You got predictions for the next
I
one?
like this one. So they had in the episode when they're getting together for dinner, Mr. Kufo goes, hey, there's just something that's got to happen before we get this thing started.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, they're all looking around, and he goes, who, me? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, I
There's just too many
understand.
things
And
going on
he
with-
leaves, and he goes, yeah, Nicola, there's, you know, Russia's just, you guys aren't very good right now. You just need to leave.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Predictions for next week?
Predictions for next week. We're going to go with Ted and Rebecca kiss.
Whoa.
Big
bold,
one.
like
Yeah.
it. Nate joins Richmond, and ultimately, Ted promotes him to head coach when he leaves.
All right. I'll just read mine. That's very similar. Nate will return to Richmond, probably as head coach. Ted will leave after this season.
Wow. Okay. Rupert does something extra mean. I mean, he's on edge now.
Yeah, he's like, he's
I don't know
feeling
what
like
he's
a
gonna
little
do,
child, too.
But he's about to
feeling
be
soft.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Roy and Keely don't get back together.
Ooh. Zava comes back and joins Rupert's team.
Big one. I like that. Someone on the team gets hurt. I dialed it down.
Rebecca and Sam get it on.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you went further than I did
They
with
had
that
a
one.
little smidge of a moment.
Little smidgen.
Just a buddy moment, but that was the start. And she's
Yeah.
like, you know what? I miss Sam.
Yeah. Okay.
Rebecca gets pregnant. Not pregnant
Bold.
yet.
Not pregnant yet. All right, but that was Ted Lasso season 3, episode 10. We probably talked about it for a good 15 minutes of the hour, but
That's what we need.
that's what we need.
Join us on www.movienightclub.com. That's where you can go to. Please follow us there. You can see everything we got going on. We also have,
Movie Night Podcast on Twitch.
and we're just Movie Night.
You can watch
on
us live there.
Apple Pod, Spotify. Tell
Movie-
people about us.
TikTok, YouTube.
All the things.
We're on Rumble.
Text me.
We're everywhere. Hit us up.
Yeah.
Please.
I'll tell you where to find me.
Yeah.
But all right.
All right, y'all.
Play us out.
Play us out.
Ain't no doubt we about to watch one movie night. Turn it on, got
keep on watching. Got to keep on watching.